is he? He's late.
Where's my super suit?
Well, I'm not waiting anymore. Hello everyone, johnanthony702 here, and welcome to what was supposed to be a crossover review of Captain America Civil War. Now, I've got a lot to say about this movie, and how amazing...
I found my super suit.
Good God, y'all! What is it good for? Tell me! Say it, so!
What was that for?
Listen, pal, nobody intros my show but me.
You were late, and besides that, why are you in an Iron Man suit? Do you actually take his side?
Well, honestly, no, but for the purposes of this review and our fake rivalry, yes!
You don't make any sense.
I don't have to. It's my show!
Ugh. A little history before we begin. Marvel Comics introduced a story arc not too long ago involving every hero in the comics, and they called it Civil War. This arc told the story of what happens when the Earth's mightiest heroes are split into two fractions by a law known as the Superhuman Registration Act.
Basically, it was a law saying that all superhero activity was to be supervised and controlled by the government. This, of course, divides the Avengers and all Marvel heroes into two factions, those who are for the Registration Act and those who are against it.
So, with Marvel already having an impressive lineup of characters in the movie universe, it was decided that the Civil War storyline would be played out next, setting Marvel up for what they refer to as Phase 3.
And after Age of Ultron, which got mixed reviews, Marvel decided it was time to step up their game. And they didn't disappoint.
So let's dive right into Captain America Civil War.
It should have just been called Marvel Civil War because that's what it is.
Wrong. Captain America is the leader of the Avengers, and the story affects him and the Winter Soldier the most.
It affects all other Avengers too. What made him so special?
Well, maybe Iron Man 3 kind of blew that chance with Mr. Hey, I'm the Mandarin, but not really.
So here's the movie, folks.
You know I'm right.
So the movie takes place after the events of Age of Ultron, where they had to lift an entire city, Sokovia, to defeat him. And the world is still reeling from all the collateral damage and lost innocence that came with those heroics.
It starts off with a normal what heroes always do, of course. They stop bad guys trying to steal something dangerous, and during the operation, some people get hurt as a villain called Crossbones tries to detonate himself and everyone surrounding him, leaving Scarlet Witch to accidentally send him in a building full of people while she was only trying to save Cap.
Then Senator Thunderbolt Ross instructs and enforces the heroes that they sign the SRA, a new bill passed down for heroes to sign and confirm their identities so they can work for the government and be put in check. Iron Man agrees and believes that he and the other heroes should be put in check because he thinks they cannot be responsible for their own actions anymore.
Although some heroes agree on this, Captain America and a group of other heroes feel that it's basically taking away their freedom to choose. Captain feels like they will be pawns to the government and will not only affect heroes, but also villains like the Winter Soldier. In the end, when heroes were once friends, have now become enemies in a private war between heroes. Those who side with Iron Man, and those who fight with Captain America. Government, or the people.
Oh, and apparently there's some guy named Helmut Zemo who claims he's the villain, but he has so little impact in the movie that you don't really care. Well, if that's the case, then why not make Crossbones the true villain? That would have made more sense!
Doesn't matter, Roshi. Cap would have stopped him either way. He was the true hero of this movie.
Well, yeah, but only by name. Did you forget the struggles that most of the other heroes were going for?
What?
Yeah, Captain had a lot to go for him, trying to regain Bucky and keep this Registration Act from happening. But if you see things from Tony Stark's point of view, you'll see that he's the more relatable character. This is a man who's made his share of mistakes, and hopes to rectify them only to keep falling. You can see the weight of all these events on Tony's conscience. So the reason he went on the government side was to ensure that the people would be well protected under supervision, and that no one would have to live in fear anymore. Tony is trying to save the people from people like him, with too much power and ideals.
It's not Captain's fault Stark kept screwing so much up. Captain is fighting for the one thing he represents: freedom, the right to defend yourself and others. He believes that the government can't control those who intend to help the innocent. And he's right, they shouldn't. I don't care how bad Tony Stark feels about his mistakes, he should feel bad. As for Captain, he's proven in this movie just how much a hero he truly is, to go against his own country to save lives. So, Captain is the better superhero.
Wrong. Iron Man is the more relatable hero.
I guess there's only one way to settle this. Let's go!
I've been waiting to wipe that smirk off your face this whole review.
Yea, doth the two nerds fight on into the night, and lo, the blood-curdling battle is waged. The endless combat has raged on day after day, year after year!
Actually, it's only been a few minutes.
Fine, what do I know? I only tried to bring drama to this stupid review.
Okay, let's just be respectful and finish this review.
I can't respect a man who thinks Batman vs. Superman was a good movie.
Shut up! Let's just finish this. This movie is amazing. This is the definition of a good Marvel movie. The action was great, the jokes were great, and Captain America in my mind is the perfect hero to fit this movie.
And in my opinion, I agree. Everything about this movie is just so big and grand, and for some reason we love seeing heroes fight other heroes than heroes fighting villains. But honestly, the best thing about this movie is the struggle that goes with these characters having to turn on each other due to unavoidable circumstances. That's also why I thought Iron Man was the more relatable character, as he goes through literal hell having to decide what is ultimately right or wrong.
And even though we may not agree on who was better,
There's one thing that we both agree on in this movie. Spider-Man is freaking awesome! Yes, we can't go through this review without mentioning the appearance of everybody's favorite wall crawler.
This movie got Spider-Man perfectly. His attitude, his powers, his reason why he's with Iron Man, and most of all, he's funny in a fight.
I can safely say we have new high hopes for you, Mr. Parker,
So in conclusion, we both really like this movie.
and we just can't wait to see what Marvel has in store for us next. We give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Well, thanks for having me with you on this review, Roshi. And hey, no hard feelings even though I won the fight.
Whoa! Excuse me, I believe I won this fight.
No way, you were whining the whole time. I won the fight.
Let's see, this is still my show, so... it's good to have directorial power. So thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time when...
Hold it right there, Roshi!
Elsa Phantom Hive? What the hell are you doing here?
Well, you know, just kind of curious of what movie you're going to be reviewing next.
I can't tell you that. I had a clever segue planned and everything. Fine. I was going to review the new X-Men movie. Are you happy?
You're funny, but seriously, no, you're not.
I'm not?
Nope. See, there's this one movie you forgot about and a movie you overlooked, which you and me are going to review together.
Wait a second. No.
Yeah.
No. No, not that one, no!